Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Liz, and tonight we're going to be talking about some clarity that I recently have received around some pulls of the Tower tarot card that I've gotten recently, and how it might not be the worst thing in the world. So, not in this situation anyway. So, the Tower, for anyone who's familiar with it, I've got one in the thumbnail, but I'll hold this one up, it's a different one. The Tower represents abrupt changes that can feel like destructive at times. And you can tell from the picture that's not always a real good time. It's not always something you want to see. These changes can be for the better, but at the time they happen, they don't feel great. And I've just been seeing this thing jump out at me right and left when I'm doing just general like collective card pulls. As well as for people as well, and like on myself, and I'm like, what the hell, like what's going on with this card? And then I've seen it show up as well with like cards of union, like the Two of Cups or the Lovers. Those they can represent choice, but they can also represent union. So it just looked like a lot of trouble in relationships across the board for everyone. I'm going, oh my gosh, what's going on? So I don't consider myself an astrologer, but I do follow it. And so I know about some of the transits that have been going on. So it kind of clicked in my head a little bit this evening, and I was actually doing a reading for someone, and I was reading runestones actually, and it just occurred to me, I think what's going on with this person's astrological. So I went to pull my astro oracle cards out to get a little confirmation, and what I pulled just completely kind of clarified everything with that, I felt like, and I wanted to make a video and talk about it. Now, I haven't done a reading video in like 2 years, so probably like 4 people gonna see this thing, but hopefully it's the 4 people that need to see the message. So I pulled 3, progressions, journey. That's like backwards, but okay, it says progressions. This relates to the constant movement of things and how things are always in transition. The other 2 I pulled were Mars and Venus. That's so funny in the camera, it's backwards. They say Mars and Venus. So what's interesting enough is that right now it's February 19th, 2022, and Mars and Venus just went conjunct, which like they're together. And they're going to stay together for a little while. And some of the astrologers that I was following on YouTube and reading things, and some I know, like it's kind of a big deal. And that this conjunction is significant because it's kind of calling people to reconcile those elements within themselves. So Mars is like, I'm gonna go do it, I'm getting it done, go for it. The tarot card associated with Mars is the Tower. Yeah. And Venus is beauty, how we bring things to us, how we find beauty in the world. And that is associated with the Empress. So I believe that these energies that I've been seeing show up in these tarot cards are not saying relationships are going to fall apart, relationships are going to be going crazy. I feel like it's internal within us to reconcile how it is we're going after the things that we are wanting, how we go about it, what we even want, what we even desire, and then how do we take that forward. And I threw a thumbnail of the Chariot at the beginning as well, because that one has been showing up a lot for me as well. The Chariot is forward motion. It can represent an actual vehicle or a journey or a trip, but it's also taking the 2 opposite sides of yourself and taking them forward. So I had to do this video after I had that sort of clarification come in today, because I don't think this is your normal Tower. Not at all. Like, I think it could be a good thing. And it could be people sort of refiguring things out. We've seen a lot of that with energies lately anyway, and that can create an internal tower of, no, I didn't want to do that after all. That's not what I wanted to bring in. That's not what I wanted to call in. That's not how I wanted to move forward. I'm changing everything up. Lots of shifts, lots of transitions. I'm not going to get into too much astrology, but there's other things that kind of back that up that are going on. So I just wanted to get on and share. So let's pull some cards. I'm not going to split this up on any particular sign. I'm just going to ask about these energies and this download that I got and see what comes up around that. That's just food for thought. We'll see what comes up in the cards, but that's just food for thought for anyone who's been experiencing that. Okay, what do we got? Use some honest truth here. Okay. I love tarot cards, you guys. You can't make this stuff up. Okay, I pulled the moon. The moon, everything upright. I keep covering my face up with that. The moon is things hidden, unseen. Our inner emotions, our inner desires. You might not even be aware of all of this stuff. And then I got the Hermit, which is introspection and soul searching. That's like literally what's written on the card. And getting wisdom. Like I heard, okay, getting wisdom. Like some of you might be spending some more time by yourself than normal, might feeling the need to be like not as social, like figuring things out. You got to figure out where this moon is, like what's behind this moon, what's hidden, what do you need to see? And there's definitely an energy of you're going to be doing something with this, some of you. Like if that's your story, if you've been feeling like you wanted to be at home more, introspective more, or, okay. Well, I'm hearing like for some people that it could be a lot of energy that you're expending, but you like don't really feel like you're getting anywhere with it. Just going, doing a lot of different things, but like where is it actually landing? There could be some of that too. So there's some clarity around like, and again, like, Ace of Cups, Venus, this is all around what kind of brings you joy. It's not, the Mars energy is, yes, you want to do it, but I don't think anybody's smelling a lot of flowers with Mars. Probably not. Okay. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Swords. Well, we still got Mars. We can't forget about him. He's still very much here. I put my towers back in the deck because we'll see if they want to show up again. So for some people, and like if this is not your story, I got a call coming in. That always happens. Sorry about that. So if that's not your story, if you're not having any sort of clarity, like issues, this might not be for you. But I get for some people that there's decisions being made about things that quite simply have to go. Could be even like people in your life that aren't going for your highest good anymore. But there's a sense of maybe some things aren't working out the way that they were used to. And for some people, it's a need to sort of take a center stage a little bit, be a little bit more seen, be a little bit more heard, maybe a little bit more Mars energy. Okay, so I just heard it so funny, like it's going to be completely opposite for different people. So some people are a little bit more heavily in like, I smell the roses, I sense, I feel, I know it makes my heart smile, I'm good in that department. Now I need to put a little Mars on it and figure out what I want to do with it. And some people are going to be the opposite, maybe. Very, very action-oriented, very go. Okay, take a step back. Is any of that really authentic anymore? So I just felt like it's like split down the middle. I'm surprised this reading's not like going into two piles. I'm not going to do like a super long one. If I did, it might go that way. Let's see. Tell me about the moon. What's unseen? Okay, well, there's that Two of Cups that's been showing up for me too, quite a bit. So I feel like that this would relate more to the category of people who have been very much in an active masculine, like Mars kind of energy, going like, I don't really know what makes me happy. I don't know, like there could be a lot of confusion around that. And there could even be like some anger or some irritation. Like I've devoted a lot to, whatever. And it hasn't really made me happy. Okay. Let's finish off with some Rider. Anything else we need to know? I don't think I shuffled these guys since the last read. I didn't want to do some big, like, extensive card pull tonight. I really just wanted to share that and see what popped out. Anything else on this Mars-Venus energy? I was wondering when the lovers were going to show up. Every time I do like general reads like this, it's so funny, like the decks have their own kind of like spin they put on this. So for some people, there could be, again, like this mirrors the like moving away from some things that just like weren't working, and like really the process of figuring out what that is. If you're not sure, it might be time for some soul searching, but there's definitely an energy of making a choice between one way of doing things and another way. And really, like, this almost points to some impulsive energy. So for anyone who's feeling like a lack of clarity on what it is, on how they want to move forward, might not be the best time to just like jump, might want to like try to get that clarity. Indicates with the moon, it might be lacking, might need to work on that a little bit. Go inside. There is the Hermit. There is figure out what it is that you want to do rather than just taking an action without having decided. But the Lovers indicates choice. That one was showing up with the Tower a lot when it was making me think, people's relationships going to be going crazy. Hope not. No. In light of this new information, I really do feel like it's more around choice and how to take that forward. Okay. All right. 3 more Riders to close, and then we will leave everyone with that. Well, here she shows up. I was kind of expecting the Tower to pop out, but that's not what we got. We got the Empress, who is associated with Venus. Yeah, so yeah, Page of Swords. Again, there's this push to kind of like do these things quickly when I don't know. Some people might be clear. They might be clear and they might just be ready to make choices and just roll with it. But what was coming out for a lot of people was maybe just take some time to figure out exactly what it is that it is, how we want to implement and reconcile these two things inside ourselves and really move forward in a really cool way. So, like I said, it's been a hot minute since I have gone online and done a reading video, but I just felt really inspired to do so. So I'm going to try to do it more frequently. Like I said, I don't know how many people's going to watch this. I've been so inactive, but hopefully a couple people do, and hit like and subscribe, and I'll try to do a better job and stay on it a little better going forward. Everybody have a great night.